There's lots of announcements to make right now, and I'm going to bring up your host for the night from PM Magazine. Will you welcome once again, Jack McGowan.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to take a short break right now because we have a special group that we're setting up for. And also, this would be a good time to everybody get kind of close with one another because we know why we're here. It's to tell Richard, to tell Richard that we really love him. And Richard is on stage right now. He'd like to meet you, and also we're going to meet some members of his family. We're hoping by the end of this night that we all know Richard a little bit more and that we have real warm feelings about him. This is the part of the evening why we really are all here. We have some family members of Richard here who would like to talk about him. We can get like a family here, please. And it's an important part of the evening. Right now, I'd like to introduce Richard's brother, Charlie Burdell.
Thank you. These lights make it a lot easier to give speeches because you can't see anything at all. One of the hardest things for a brother to say to a brother is, I love you, and I really do love you, Richard. And they asked me to get up here and tell you something about this goddamn disease he has. That's about what it's like. Our first contact with it came in 1973 when our mother, Lois Burdell, a wonderful lady, couldn't close the door when she got into the car. She'd have to reach over and pull the door shut to close it when she got in, started driving away. And with our mother, it started in her extremities. Her arm became weak, and her legs became weak. Obviously, there was something wrong with her, but she had a great deal of style and dignity. And so she didn't tell us about it for a long time, and we were a little bit younger then, and it wasn't for almost a year that we were really informed of what was her problem. She lived for about another 8 months and died with a great deal of style and dignity. She left when she should have stayed at home. She went to Washington, D.C. to the National Institutes of Health to sort of let them practice on her, if you will, because they didn't have any people with this goddamn rare disease. So you can imagine it was one hell of a shock about 10 years later when we found out that my brother had it. His is a little bit different in that it makes his muscles tense up, and he gets kind of what they call clonus. 2.5 years ago, my brother and I were jogging through the northeast section of Portland. Now he's in a wheelchair, but the one thing that's wonderful about him is that he's done it with a great deal of style and dignity. I don't know very many of you out there, but I swear to God, I don't know if I would have the courage to do what he's done, to live through this goddamn disease. Other famous people besides Richard Burdell who have had this disease are David Niven, Jacob Javits, who was a senator from the state of New York, and Lou Gehrig, who was a great baseball player. My brother was as good or better an athlete than Lou Gehrig. I can still remember, this is sort of a had-to-be-there story, so it's important to watch me. But I can still remember up in Lake Washington, where we grew up, teaching my brother how to water ski, and his first time on a single water ski was like this. Now this is a sort of you had to be there, so give me the benefit of the doubt and laugh if it just looks a little bit funny. You got to imagine a kid about 7 years old riding along on 2 skis. He's about the second time he's been on 2 skis. And here's what he did. He just dropped his ski and all of a sudden went. But he went like that. I'm 43 years old almost, and so I can't do that very long. But he went like that for about 45 minutes without falling down. My sister and my brother and I and the rest of our family, my wife, my kids, and all of Richard's close friends that I know, really appreciate your all coming and being part of this. It truly is an expression of love for him, for which we all thank you. Thanks very much.
Charles is just, or Charlie, sorry, Charlie, is just one of the astounding people that you're going to meet. I didn't know these people. I knew Richard, and I've known Richard for years, from Your Zoo and all that jazz, and the Mount Hood Festival of Jazz, and I'd stand backstage after I introduced Richard, and I'd just watch him play. And I was astounded to watch him, because he used to fly. His spirit goes that way. He's an amazing man. And since ALS has taken Richard the way it has right now, I've met other amazing people that I've really come to know and love and respect. And I want to share them with you because you're going to feel the same way tonight. The next woman I'd like to introduce is Faye Sono. Okay? Remarkable woman. You're not kidding. Faye is with the Visiting Nurse Association, and she is Richard's physical therapist. Please, warm welcome for Faye Sono.
The speech that I'm about to read to you was written by Richard Burdell, our honored guest, and it's like this. I want to thank all of you for coming tonight. Thousands of people suffer from ALS and other related diseases. A very small percentage of them have any financial aid at all. Even fewer have a party like this for them. I am very lucky. I feel very fortunate that I have so many wonderful friends. Billy Rancher was one of them. His strength has given me and others, both sick and well, the power to make it through these times. He will never be forgotten. My sister Cindy has given me constant love and affection. She has given up her home in Seattle and moved to Portland. It is her determination that has kept me out of a nursing home and allowed me to be where I want at my own home. I love her very much. And my brother Charlie has been a solid source of emotional support to me. He has handled my affairs with humor and skill. He alone raised $12,000 for the Muscular Dystrophy Association by giving pledges and running daily for 1 month. I'm very proud of him, my brother Charlie. And a very special thank you goes out to Sherry, Sandy, Ingrid, Reggie, Colleen, Amy, Phyllis, and the visiting nurse staff, who are all wonderful caregivers. And thanks to the many contributors who have donated not only money, but time and talent. The musicians and the technicians deserve a big thank you for all of your incredible effort. It is my wish that there be an annual benefit for ALS, with half of the proceeds going for research and half to needy ALS victims. I hope that tonight will inspire people to volunteer and help make my wish come true for next year. I'm sad that I'll be leaving before so many of you, my good friends and family. But I'm sure I'll live on in your hearts. My hope is that everyone who my life and this experience has touched will try to understand and respect people less fortunate. Thank you all for coming. It's my great pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Richard Burdell.
Richard asked me to thank you all for coming and thank you all for your applause and your love. And I'm sure that he would rather the music just go on and have everybody have a good time. But we also, all of us, want to thank Faye Sono for her wonderful help and support. And our dear family friend, Bessie Blackstock. Somebody who's good at entertaining can come up and get us off the stage somehow.
This is signed by the mayor of Portland, Bud Clark. And it's a special tribute to Richard. It's on official stationery. Richard, this is yours. It says, whereas ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or Lou Gehrig's disease, is a little understood, crippling, fatal disease, and whereas only scientific research can find a cure for the thousands of Americans who suffer from this disease, and whereas a local, well-known, well-loved, talented individual, Richard Burdell, has been stricken with ALS, and whereas Richard Burdell, through his music, has enriched the lives of music lovers in the Northwest, and whereas dozens of members of the local music community, of which Richard has been a part for many years, have banded together to assist Richard, and whereas these individuals are donating an evening of their time and talent to benefit the Richard Burdell Trust Fund to pay for expenses in ALS research, and whereas along with local musicians, many other individuals are donating their time and talents to making this benefit successful. Now, therefore, I, J.E. Bud Clark, Mayor of the City of Portland, Oregon, the City of Roses, do hereby join the citizens of Portland in thanking Richard Burdell for his efforts in making this world, and especially this city, a better place in which to live. In Richard's thank you, he also thanked his sister. And I'd like to introduce Richard's wonderful sister, Cindy, right now. We sure know why we're here, and it's a wonderful time of the year, and it's a wonderful time to show thanks to a guy that has contributed so much to the musical scene, not only of Portland, but really of the West Coast, because that's the kind of talent that Richard is. I've been friends with Richard and sort of watching his career, and it's been an amazing career to watch. Too short, but amazing just as well. Pepo, Cruise Control, Silent Treatment. It all had Richard's influence. Yeah, Silent Treatment too. Why we're here is two reasons. Number one, to show Richard that we care and give him your thanks and give him your love, because that's what he wants right now, and that's what he needs. The other thing is to help with ALS research. Without your continued help, ALS is going to be this tragic killer that it was. It's strange, you know, we get diseases and then we link them with somebody. ALS was just ALS until it became Lou Gehrig's disease. And then people watched the tragedy of Lou Gehrig. And now people watch the tragedy of Richard Burdell. And it doesn't matter how old you are, it still cuts you down, and it still makes your family and your friends and your fellow people very sad. The way you can help, the way you can show Richard your love, is to contribute to ALS. Back in 1980, Richard, just to show what kind of a guy he was, Richard spent hundreds of hours organizing a benefit. I'm not sure if you remember it. It was at Neighbors of Woodcraft Hall, and it was to help the Cambodian refugees. Was anybody there? You were? I was. It was a heck of a benefit. Richard was one of the guiding lights behind that benefit to organize musicians to donate their time to help Cambodian refugees. That was back in 1980. Now we're all gaining and gathering around Richard to help him through his trials and tribulations. All of the stuff you see tonight, folks, it's all donated. All of the musicians, the sound system, the lighting system, all the people that are taking the tickets, it's donated help. And my thanks go to everybody, including the musicians and all the stage crew and everyone else. Let's give them a nice big round of applause too, please. And that's what it's about. You know, that's what makes Portland, Portland. It's an amazing thing to see, how people can just gather around causes. And what comes out is neighborliness. You don't find that in New York, this neighborliness. And also what comes out is great music, and the music that you're about to hear tonight.
This is for Dick.